Go ghost. Disappear. Get off the internet, get off social media, isolate yourself and work for 6 months. A lot can change in 6 months, bro. Your whole year could change in 6 months. Your whole life could change in 6 months. So go ghost and disappear for 6 months and come back unrecognizable. Come back a whole new person. Come back a changed person, a better person, a stronger person, a person who's learned, a person who's, changed for the better, a person who's grown, a person who has learned a lot of things and adapted in a lot of ways and just become a better version of yourself. Sometimes the loudest move you can make is silence. Sometimes the loudest move you can make is isolating yourself. Like, you don't always got to be the loudest person in the room. You don't always got to be the person posting everything that you got going on, talking about everything that you got going on. Like, you don't got to be that person, bro. You can be the person that disappears from the distractions, that disappears from the temptations, that disappears from this validation lifestyle and just focus on you, focus on your craft, focus on what you want to accomplish. Like, go ghost and lock in on what you really want to do. Lock in on your goals. Lock in on the things that you talk about on a daily basis, the things that you want to accomplish, the dreams that you want to turn into reality. Like, it's hard to focus on those. You have all these different distractions. You have all these different opinions. You have all these different judgments. You have all these different temptations. You have social media telling you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So when you're constantly just in the loop, when you're constantly just around so many distractions and around so many things, like, it's pulling you away from your purpose. So instead of getting off path from your purpose and instead of disappearing from your purpose, you disappear from the distractions. You disappear from the social media. You disappear from the world for a little bit and just go work. Just go lock in. You know what I'm saying? Just go grind. Like, if you think going ghost is quitting, bro, you're wrong. Just because you're going ghost, just because you're disappearing, it doesn't mean that you're quitting. It just means that you're focusing. You're focusing more on what you really want to do. You're locking in more on your goals. You're not running away because you can't handle it. Like, you can handle it, yeah. But it's easier to lock in when you get away from the noise. It's easier to focus when you get away from the noise. Like, you're removing all the opinions. You're removing all the noise. You're removing all the distractions. You're removing all the temptations. And you're really just locking in on you. You're locking in on what you want to do. You're locking in on yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're working on yourself. You're working on your goals. Like, that's what disappearing does for you, bro. It just boosts that focus. It boosts that amount that you're really locked in. Because I'm going to be honest, bro, it's hard to hear your calling. It's hard to hear your purpose. It's hard to, really focus in a room full of opinions, in a room full of noise, in a room full of, people speaking, in a room full of, judgments and different opinions, negative talk. Like, it's hard to lock in that way, bro. It's hard to focus when you always got somebody next to you telling you can't do it. It's hard to focus when you got somebody next to you saying, oh, you should take this route, or you should do this, or no, you shouldn't do that. It's not going to work out. Like, how can you truly focus that way? Because you got your mind just running and rolling in a lot of different places where it's not supposed to be. They're pulling your mind off, really what matters the most, really what's the task at hand. Like, at some point you got to isolate and you got to just work on you. You got to just grind. You got to just lock in. Like, isolation is what accelerates the growth that you want. Isolation is what accelerates the progress that you want. It gets you steps closer to where you want to be. It gets you closer to becoming the person you want to be, closer to achieving everything that you want, closer to everything that you've been dreaming of since a little kid. Like, isolation is the next step. Isolation is one of the biggest steps, bro, because like I said, there's fewer opinions, there's fewer distractions, there's fewer temptations, there's fewer judgments, and there's more clarity. There's more focus. There's that more I'm locked in feeling. I'm working, I'm grinding each and every day, regardless of what people are saying, because you're not even hearing that anymore, bro. You so locked in on you. You got away from the social media. You got away from those people. So growth is going to happen when your attention is protected. When your attention is kind of in this tunnel vision type thing where you don't see anything else. You don't hear anything else. And all you know is work. All you know is growth. All you know is progress. All you know is getting to that next level. All you know is becoming a better version of you. Like, that's what disappearing does for you, bro. That's what going ghost does for you. I know I just made a video about this like last week. Casanat, bro, he's been off the internet for, I think it's been 4 months or something like that, 5 months. And he's been building a brand behind the scenes. Like nobody knew that because you don't got to tell everybody what you got going on. You're really not supposed to, bro. Like just go ghost, disappear, and lock in on what you want to do. Lock in on your craft. Lock in on that new idea that you have. Lock in on that vision that you have. Like let your discipline kick on instead of the attention, instead of the validation. Like discipline over attention every single day. You don't got to post for validation. You don't got to post to make yourself feel good. You don't got to talk to make yourself feel good. You don't got to explain your ideas to everybody. You don't got to explain your visions to everybody. You don't got to argue about your visions to everybody. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is your opinion on you. You know what I'm saying? Your view on what you're doing. You know, your ideas. That's all that matters. Because if you let too many people in on your plans, if you let too many people in on your visions, on your intentions, on what you want to do in your life, on your goals, like there's going to be a lot of people that are going to pray in your downfall. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be people that don't want to see you win, and they're going to do everything in your power, or their power, my bad, to stop you. They're going to do everything in their power to make sure you don't accomplish that thing. So why are you going around telling everybody what you're trying to do? Why are you going around telling everybody what you're trying to get done, what you're trying to accomplish? Like build in private, bro. Disappear and just work on you. Work on your goals. Work on those visions. Work on those ideas. Stop seeking validation because it makes you feel good, because it makes you feel comfortable, because it makes you feel like you're on the right path. Like, no, bro, you got to know for yourself that you're on the right path, that you're doing the right thing, that you're working on the right things. Nobody else can give you that validation to help you. You know what I'm saying? Like validation is not good for you, bro. Build in private, build alone, build in isolation, and let the results speak in public. Let the success that you work for speak. Let the goals being accomplished speak for themselves. Let the success speak for itself. Let the results speak for itself. Like you don't have to say a word. If you really locked in on what you say you locked in on, if you're really working on what you say you're working on, like it's going to show. You don't got to say a word. You don't got to post about it. You don't got to tell the person next to you. You don't got to boast and just brag. It's going to show. But you can only do that if you lock in for real and you disappear for 6 months. You go ghost for 6 months. Like it's okay to be alone, bro. It's okay to be by yourself and just work and just grind with no distractions, with nobody in your corner. Just you and the work, you and your craft, you and your goals. Like it's okay to take time to do that, bro. It's okay to spend time alone and just work on you. But that time that you spend alone, you got to use it intentionally, bro. You got to use it intentionally every single day. Like no time can be wasted, bro. No time should be wasted. Because like I said, 6 focused months, and I mean really focused, really locked in months, can change the direction of everything in your life. It could make your life do a whole 180, bro. I'm telling you, like I've done it before. I've locked in, I've disappeared, I've grinded for 6 months straight, and everything in my life kind of changed. Everything in my life started going in a positive direction, going towards really what I wanted in my life. It's helped me become a better person. It's helped me work on myself. It's helped me grow. It's helped me learn. And there's a lot more that I could talk about, bro. But just know that 6 months that are really locked in, 6 months where you're really focused, you isolated, and you just working, bro, you grow a ton. Like, do it for yourself. See for yourself and just watch how much growth you get in that 6 months. Watch how much progress you make in that 6 months. And if you think that you're the only one isolating, bro, I promise you you're not. Because like I said, you see Casanat, he's on the bigger stage. He succeeded in every way. You know what I'm saying? He's accomplished all he's wanted to accomplish, but he still disappeared. He still went ghost. He still isolated himself to work on something bigger, work on something better in order for him to grow, in order for him to succeed in a new field. Like it's necessary, bro. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you're trying to do. Like at some point it's necessary to just lock in for 6 months straight. It's time to withdraw yourself from the crowd. It's time to get away from the noise. It's time to get away from the opinions. It's time to get away from the distractions and just work. Just grind. Every single day. Being disciplined every single day. Working every single day. Being consistent every single day. Like that's what's needed to get to that next level. Disappearing is needed to get to that next level. Going ghost is needed to get to that next level. That level that you've been talking about and thinking about for a long time, bro. So I say all that to say, like, disappear from the distractions and commit to the process. Commit to your goals. Commit to your dreams. Commit to the things that you want to achieve in this life. Commit to becoming a better person. Commit to your faith. Commit to becoming the best version of you, because that's what it all comes down to, bro. Is at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, did we become the best version of ourselves? Did we accomplish everything we wanted to accomplish? Did we succeed on our goals? Did we succeed on our dreams? Like, that's what it comes down to, bro. So for 6 months, starting today, starting right now, like, you got to make the decision to disappear. You got to make the decision to focus. You got to make the decision to lock in. Nobody else can make that decision for you, bro. You got to make that decision. And if you're really serious about your goals, if you're really serious about becoming the best version of you, if you're really serious about everything you want to accomplish, you'll do it. You'll lock in. You'll get off social media. You'll stop seeking validation. You'll stop posting. You'll stop talking about everything you want to accomplish. And you will really just lock in. And in 6 months, I promise you're going to come back a changed person. You're going to come back a changed man. You're going to come back a changed woman. When I say change, in a better way. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be stronger. You're going to grow more. You're going to learn more. You're going to make so much progress in what you're trying to do. You might even accomplish your goals in the next 6 months if you really lock in, if you really work. You know what I'm saying? So go to work, bro. Starting today, starting right now. After this video, like, it's time to disappear. If you've been waiting on a sign, this is probably your sign to just lock in, bro. Get off the media. Focus on you. Isolate and just grind and show up each and every day. But that'll be all for this video, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you like this video, go hit that sub button. Went over to 800 subs. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And I will see y'all on the next one.